shelters. I am coming to you from the beautiful Plumorchard Gap shelter. The shelter itself is behind me. As you can see, it is spacious, clean. It has a covered picnic table, which is huge. And it is the first shelter that I have stayed in Georgia after crossing the state line yesterday. Yay! And most importantly, you can see in the back there is a bear box, which is huge. I no longer will have to be hanging my Ursack on a tree, which saves some time, but mostly peace of mind. And as a result, I believe I am going to ditch my bear spray I've been carrying since Hot Springs in the Hostel hiker box, and maybe someone can make good use of it either this year or next. I was here last night with 4 very cool section hikers, 2 guys from Macon, Georgia, who have been hiking together for 20 years, and a couple that is a section hiker. She's from Ireland, he's from England. They live in Florida now. They were hilarious. Good times. I was in bed nice and early. I slept amazing. It was not too cold. Great night all around. Today, I am headed a short 4.5 or so miles to Dix Creek Gap, where I will be hopefully picked up by the hostel around the bend to spend the night in the hostel. It's a little, I'm not sure until I call them. I had a reservation at another hostel for a couple of weeks, and she contacted me last week and said they screwed up their calendar and they actually were not taking reservations for tonight. They closed reservations as of the 18th, which was last night. She was very kind and felt really bad, so she texted around the bend hostel and asked them to take me in, and they said they would, but when I had contacted them before, they said they were going to be closing tonight for the Thanksgiving holiday. So it's anyone's guess. I mean, worst case, I end up in the woods. I have plenty of food. I'm fine. It would just be a real treat to be able to get a bed and a hot shower and do my laundry. Yeah, I have a short hike. I am going to be headed out shortly here and try and give them a call when I get to the top of the first mountain and have reception for a phone call. All right, I hope everyone has a great day. It is a beautiful one here, and I will see you further on down the trail. One of the best parts about Plumorchard Shelter is this pipe that is steadily gushing water right by the trail. It's on the side trail to the shelter. That is a rarity these days, having it close to the shelter so you don't have to carry water, and having it gushing so you can fill quickly instead of dripping. It's been pretty dry, so that's a treat. Plumorchard Shelter, 2 thumbs up from me. All right, heading on down the trail. this afternoon. I had a nice nearo this morning into the hostel around the bend in Hiawassee, Georgia. And I am taking this opportunity to get caught up on some very important beer shout outs. I am overwhelmed with the support. It's been really fun in checking out some of the local brews where possible. And I love that so many of my friends support my affinity for a cold beverage at the end of a hard day hiking. So today's beer shout out goes to a childhood friend, Maria. Maria, I was at the Four Pines Hostel back in Virginia, and I took another kind of nearo day on a bad rainy morning and took the opportunity to get off trail to the Four Pines Hostel, and I enjoyed a couple beers outside talking to other hikers, and I specifically enjoyed a Goose Island Beer Company Hazy Beer Hug, and it is one of my favorite types of beer, hazy IPAs, and this one has become a favorite along the trail. It's often available in single serve, and it's something I like to pick up when I see it along the trail. I enjoyed that beer while watching chickens and dogs run around the land and stayed under a shelter while I watched it rain and did not have to hike. So it was especially enjoyable. Maria, I really appreciate your support. It's been so great to hear from you throughout my hike, and I look forward to being able to toast with a cold one in person soon. Love you, Maria. Cheers. And this shout out goes to my friend Phyllis F. Phyllis is a former coworker from a couple jobs ago for me, and she's always been a great supporter of my crazy endeavors from marathons and triathlons, what have you, and she's an incredible athlete and inspiration. Phyllis, thank you so much for the beer shout out. It was wonderful to hear from you. And I enjoyed in Hot Springs, North Carolina at Iron Station. I had lunch and I enjoyed a local beer. It was literally brewed across the street at the Big Pillow Brewing, and no surprise, I had their Appalachian Fog, I believe was the name of it, but it was a hazy IPA. Shocking, I know. That has been my favorite beer along the way, and I always enjoy trying the local version of that. I was at lunch with my friend Hambone. I enjoyed the hazy IPA. It was actually a nice hot day. It was very refreshing. Phyllis, I appreciate the cold one, and I appreciate your support along my journey. Cheers, my friend.